Rubberneckers. Yes, sir, we're the Rubberneckers. John and Jodie, Josh and Edward. Yeah, that's right, let's go. Get into bed with the Rubberneckers. Crack some popcorn, what the heckers. We are here to make you happy. You are here, so don't be crappy. Yeah, we're the Rubberneckers. Yes, sir, we're the Rubberneckers. John and Jodie, Josh and Edward. Yeah, that's right, let's go. Rubberneckers, 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 Rubberneckers.
All right, welcome to the Rubberneckers podcast. I am one of your hosts, Lazy Bones, and with me I have that F slur, N slur.
You can say it, John.
No, you can't. And Piper at the gates of yawn. All right, so here's the deal.
Yeah. What the fuck?
All right, here's the deal.
Fuck?
All right, so what's going on right now?
You didn't introduce me. I'm not here.
I said Cracker Edward. I did say Cracker Edward.
I didn't hear that.
Oh, I can't help it if you didn't hear it. I said it. All right, so here's the deal.
Didn't hear it either.
The game, everybody.
All right, so the Philadelphia, as we record Thursday nights, 9 o'clock, the Philadelphia Eagles are playing against the Houston Texans. I can't remember the last time I did not watch an Eagles game. I can't remember. Yeah. I mean, decades. I watch all the preseason, everything. So they're on right now, and I have it on my little iPad right here. And so if I just break out into some kind of, because I watch football kind of loudly.
Oh, well, that sucks because I was going to wait and hope you didn't see anything, and I was just going to tell you the score like in the middle of the fucking show.
It's right now. It's 14-7. And here's the thing: the Eagles love to score in the second quarter, but Jalen Hurts fumbled the ball going in, so they're back a little bit. So that's a little bit of a problem. Anyhow,
yeah, don't we all?
Anyhow, so I think we got an exciting show. I'm really, really excited about this show. We've got a lot of good topics, and I say we get right into one, if you guys don't mind. And as we do this, hold
on. I have one thing that I'd like to ask before you go.
Okay.
Yes,
hey,
I'll be over tonight.
Yeah, thank you, buddy. Josh, you weren't here last week. What did you think of that intro song? Pretty good, huh?
Oh. Yeah, it's freaking awesome.
Did that paper say gay? I'm sorry.
No. But that was a really cool little, like, what do you call it when you're, like, talking over it and it kind of fades
Homosexuality.
A ditty?
Yeah.
A music bed?
A music bed.
Fuck yeah, dude.
Was that premiered last week?
It did. You weren't here. Red was here from Shitty Song of the Week, and it went a little better than I thought it was going to. So, hey, I hope y'all had fun, guys.
Yep.
We talked about a lot of cock. Like, the whole show was us just talking about cock because you weren't here, and it was like punishment.
That sucks.
I know. You should show up, you fucking asshole.
All right, Adam, I'm about ready to throw you out of the fucking live stream if you want to start this. I think the Eagles are overrated, too. I mean, Hotel California, pfft.
Yeah, he's spitting facts.
Maybe before Joe Walsh they were overrated, but that was his first album with them, so come on.
I'm sorry, but the Eagles is probably in my top 25 rock and roll bands. All right, I don't want to get into that. Let's get into this.
Okay. Top 25, he said.
Rock and roll? Okay. Whatever, let's move on before we start a real fight.
Something different to tear it apart.
Here we go.
I think...
Shut up, you dumb fucks. Here we go.
I wasn't expecting that jump scare there, but
anyhow,
that was badass.
It was a pretty sick drop. Whoever made that's pretty awesome.
Whoever the fuck made that song
has a huge cock.
So one of the things we do is we don't talk at all until the day before the show or the day of the show, and then we come up with all these crazy ideas, and then we all try to get it done. So we found this video. A story came on the board about stopping porn. Because porn is bad. Porn is the devil.
Sure.
True.
So then I said, boy, wouldn't it be funny if we did that to the Motley Crue song, Shout at the Devil, instead of saying porn is the devil. And then Edward, out of nowhere, comes up with that little ditty, and he throws it there, and I'm like, I don't know. I think it needs a little something, something. So I put the video together this afternoon, and there you go.
You guys make a great team. You should make karaoke videos.
Love is what you meant to say. You said love wrong. We should make love.
All right, let's get into it. Here we go. Stop watching porn.
The number one killer for young guys is pornography. And it's so normalized in society. Like, this is the normal thing to do. Jerk off and go to bed. Like, that is not normal.
Yeah.
You're touching yourself to a woman.
All right, hold on.
Uh-oh.
Is that
I
not
agree.
normal?
There's a lot to unpack here already. And
Look at his hair.
Yeah, I
you know what
know.
the fuck? He's a black dude with like a long pullback man bun. Like I'm not. I'm not going to take advice from this life coach with the fucking man bun. I'm good.
Yeah, what is he in? Hamilton the musical?
Thanks.
Also, I would just like to point out the falsehoods in this report. He said the number one killer of men is porn, and I just looked it up, and it says heart disease. So clearly,
Young men is heart disease?
young men. No, it's men in general.
Yeah.
Okay. All right.
We get your blood pressure up. That's the thing. You're fucking in there cranking one out. You know, I imagine when you get older, it probably goes a little higher and probably stroke out literally. You know.
All right. I don't think he's worried. I don't think he has a problem with masturbation as much as masturbating to porn. That is what I think his problem is. He doesn't mind if you yank one out.
Yeah.
But he doesn't want you to have porn up while you're doing it. Let's continue with
Doesn't even know that you exist. The neuroscience on it is insane because you're getting flooded with the high level of dopamine and you're not even doing anything to deserve it. And the biggest thing is,
Jealous. He's so
That's
jealous.
true.
Yeah.
Yeah, you have to do a few pounds before you. I mean, you're doing something.
I got to put on a fucking kids TV show and lock the door and go in the back of the house. Like, there's a lot of shit I got to do to get one out, dude. Fuck you.
You gotta plan that.
you got to find the video. You got to peruse what you like. You got to see if there's anything new out there. Or maybe you have a good old fashioned favorite you might need or want. Or right.
I gotta get my belt ready. I gotta make sure that it's wrapped around my neck tightly. I gotta make sure that my closet will still hold me.
There's a lot.
Well, there's a lot going on here.
Look at the poppers.
There we
I mean,
Edward's got a whack in closet.
There's no world where a man has to put no work in to masturbate.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. But I think his problem is with the porn. So here we go.
always think that there's better out there. You're watching all these unrealistic acts with these women that look absolutely beautiful, and you're never going to appreciate your partner for who they really are because that stuff's not real.
Pause.
And it creates this idea in your head.
Pause.
Hold on. It's unreal. You don't know what I watch, first of all, guy. I watch a lot of real porn. I watch siblings fuck each other in the den when they get stuck under furniture. I watch gangbangs. Like, that stuff happens in real life, guy.
it really does.
Okay, so all right, so I'm going to ask Jodie a personal question. You don't have to answer it if you don't want to.
Yes, you do.
About 4.5 hard, John.
If
What?
you ever watched a porn something and said, hey, listen, send to the missus, hey, listen, can we do this? You want to try this? Can we play this out?
No.
No? How does the missus feel about this?
So I'm pretty sure she watches porno, like she's told me, but I think usually it's just like people fucking regular. You know, I don't want to scare her. That's my whole point. Like, we don't really share the porn catalog. That would be a little much, I think.
The porn login.
Yeah.
Different logins.
Well, I'm just saying, is it more like this, Jodie, when she watches porn?
Oh.
Or is it more like this?
Whoa.
Do you have one that sounds like an egg beater? That's probably closer to what it is. Like a helicopter coming in over fucking Saigon in 79.
Oh, a helicopter. I'm sorry. I didn't know
My
you.
baby.
Also these porns with humans in them are real. They have to be. They did it. You think they're putting a big budget of special effects into porn?
Yeah, it's all CGI.
Oh, maybe he's talking about hentai and the fucking little
That's what I was thinking.
The weirdos that are just watching cartoon porn. Like, that does take a lot.
He only thinks that like porn is hentai. He's never seen like actual porn. He's like, that's not real, guys. It's cartoons.
I never thought about
The Simpsons
cartoon.
never did that.
I never thought about cartoon porn. I've never watched cartoon porn.
Never.
All right, now I got to go watch it. Now I got to report back next week to see what I think about it.
Holy shit.
I'll send you some links, John.
His right arm's going to be just buff.
I think I actually have a relationship where I could be like, I could send a porn to my girlfriend and be like, hey, do you want to try this?
Well, let's
It would be
ask.
fine.
Why don't we ask in the chat?
True.
How would you feel if Edward sent you a porn?
I hate that you know who she is now. It was so fun when you had no idea who she was.
I thought you meant like anybody. Like if Edward sent it to anybody in the chat. Like, how would
Anybody in
you
the
feel
chat. Fucking Lisa and Duchess, watch out.
This
No,
is
actually,
either,
Adam.
listen,
I'm going Adam.
This is either going to be a
Adam.
complete train wreck or John might be one of the best wingmen of all time. I don't know what's fixing to happen here, but we're going to find out in real time.
Oh, here we go.
Oh.
Hey,
I
Josh,
blew
will you
him
read
while
that,
we-
please?
Arsway says, I blew him while he watched VR porn, so yeah.
Fuck yeah, dude. Was she watching on the TV at the same time, or were you like explaining it to her?
I was explaining it to her. It was hot.
Hell yeah, dude.
All
It's
right.
like, so these two grandpas are nailing this fucking 20-year-old, right?
Okay, so then I have to ask, so what kind of porn is Edward into? We'll wait for a minute as we wait for the answer there.
Oh, I just grabbed a random one. I literally just what the browser is. The browser on the VR. I just searched VR porn.
Favorites.
No, there's no such thing as random porn. Nobody just grabs a random
No comment.
porn.
It's
no
not true.
comment.
Arsway says no comment.
Most of the porn I grab is random. I'm more of a, like when I go to the grocery store, I have a list sometimes, but sometimes I just push the cart down the aisles and I'm like, oh, that looks cool. And I throw that in the buggy. you know?
Okay.
Yeah, that's pretty good. Yeah.
I mean, it was definitely random because it was like a first time thing. It was like a first time trying thing.
Yeah.
So it was like, let's just fucking get this going. So I wasn't like Josh in a bikini.
All
I
right.
wasn't like searching that.
That's really cool. I talked to a dude one time who said that real love is meaning not having to clear your browser history. That's pretty good because I still use incognito mode and I've been married almost 10 years.
Okay, one last question before we move on. Edward,
Yeah.
that blowy you got on a scale 1 to 10?
10. She's literally the best blowjob I've ever had.
There you go.
Great shit.
Hey,
Damn. How do you feel about that, Josh?
I'm jealous, to be quite honest with you.
We'll talk after.
Yeah.
We'll fucking talk after.
Josh said, challenge accepted.
Yeah,
Challenge,
it's all right.
challenge presented,
They're
challenge
learning
accepted.
a lot about me. Oh, John, have you masturbated in the past week?
I did it right before the show.
Hell yeah, dude.
Hell yeah.
Hold on.
We did it, boys.
Did you
We
watch
did.
pornos or did you just jerk off to an old Eagles highlights video?
Actually, what I did was I put on granny porn.
Hell yeah. Some hot grannies out there in the world, John.
Girls your same age, John.
Yeah, same age as well.
Hey, you know this girl.
Now, I mean like wrinkled fun bags and, the high Helen floppy arms and stuff like that.
Yeah.
And, after they get done having sex, she's still moving for a good 5 or 10 minutes, that kind of stuff.
Hell yeah.
Josh is like, I love.
She doesn't even have to use a vibrator because she's got the shakes. And she just puts her hand on her crotch and she goes,
All right, well, I forget where we are on this thing, but here we go.
That that's what it should be, but it's really not how it goes. And so at the end of the day, I'm gonna tell you, it'll destroy your drive, your motivation, your financial stability, your relationship. It'll kill that stuff and it'll ultimately destroy you. So the biggest thing I tell young guys to do is to stop watching porn. However, this is a taboo topic. Nobody talks about it. So you have to really be disciplined and accountable on your own pen to this whole situation.
I don't believe in any of this shit. I don't know. How many times a day is a problem?
I mean, it's on your phone so you can walk around and watch it.
It's not said in the clip, but he's definitely a religious person, and you can tell.
Oh.
It's giving religion.
Is that what it is? So you're saying it's
Yeah,
the
tight
Jesus.
black shirt.
It's always people who are so outspoken against porn. They're always religious. Don't at me in the chat.
So you're saying that the invisible sky buddy doesn't want you spilling any seed. Is that what you're saying?
Yeah,
All right.
God's watching.
Always.
Let's find out. Let's find out from this chick here. Look at the face already. Oof. Can you masturbate too much, Bastard Nate? Can you masturbate too much?
Can you masturbate too much? Definitely. If you're masturbating consistently and frequently, there's a reason. Healthy men, healthy women do not feel the need to masturbate every day or multiple times a day. Can masturbation...
Prude.
All right, hold on.
Fucking prude.
I mean, I don't know. I think if you're doing it like 2 to 3 times a day,
What? Yeah, that's a little.
that's a little
too
much.
right
But if you want to take the edge off before you go to sleep, I don't see any problem with that.
Yeah.
there.
We'll put the edge on.
I don't know. So here's this voice here would make me lose an erection.
I got a boner right now.
Yes, but not with the frequency and consistency of...
Do you masturbate too much? Is that the problem? My husband don't masturbate. The reason being is because as soon as he starts, I start talking, and then all of a sudden, the blood runs out of his penis like a mass
like
shooting. I'm
Trying
sorry.
to masturbate to Kitty from that 70s show.
Oh my god.
Pretty good. Oh, shit.
Or whatchamacallit from Family Guy, Lois. That'd be another one.
Peter, Quagmire, Cleveland.
Yeah.
of 2 to
Joe.
7 times a week. If you are masturbating that frequently, it is serving a self soothing need. So
She's
what we know
religious, by the
from
way.
Well, Captain Obvious, no shit. Of course it's self.
Oh, she's a doctor.
Oh, is she?
compulsive hypersexuality behavior disorder, that your need to go back for sexual behavior is for mood regulation. A healthy masturbation habit is when you stay in touch with the feelings in your body. So another danger is that you're masturbating to fantasy or to pornography.
Oh.
It is decreasing activity in your frontal lobe, and it is frying out the reward center in the middle of your brain.
Okay.
Baby. Oh, keep rubbing my frontal lobe just like that.
I feel like the end of this video is going to be her like jerking me off. That seems like the intro to one of those videos. She's like, "You jerk off too much."
Where she's
I'm
like
supposed to
insulting
be
you.
the one to jerk your dick off. Don't you touch
You
it,
dirty little pig.
Yeah.
Take your dick out, you dirty slut.
I don't know what's going on with the Eagles defense, but what the hell are they doing? This Houston team sucks.
God damn it.
And God damn it, they
keep
just
doing this, John.
I mean, come on.
Those guys.
First of all, she looked like a foot. Second of all, I mean, what is she even talking about? That yeah, it's self-soothing. Like, you know, sometimes, John, didn't you said it best. Sometimes you gotta just get the venom out. You know, get the poison out.
She's religious. I said it again. Look, religious people are ashamed of sex. That's
I'm
the
telling you
problem.
right now, I think that more poor decisions are made due to deadly semen backup for men than any other natural cause that there is, to be quite
I
honest
think it
with you.
kills old men. You get the prostate cancers if you don't get it out.
Is that the truth?
Yeah.
Actually, yeah, that is, yeah.
It's it's healthy to jerk off the older you get, because it's just, imagine like the oil in your car, John. You change that about every 3,000 miles.
Okay.
Like nuns get a lot of cervical cancer apparently because they're not masturbating. It's not
Yeah.
regulated.
You got to empty the chamber, bro.
Right. So same thing could work the opposite way too, I'm sure.
I'm so pissed off right now.
It's all come together.
Are you? You want to compare on how pissed off you are? Tell me what happened to you.
The Eagles defense just let Houston score another touchdown.
Yeah. Somebody just tried to Discord call me in the middle of the conversation right now, and I thought I was having a fucking stroke. That's what just happened to me.
Who would that be?
You know who it is.
Is that one certain cartoon that we know? Some
Correct. I wasn't going to
cross-dressing
even get into
cartoon?
all that, but I was like, literally, it was going, bleep, bleep, bleep. Sorry, you're going to have to edit that out. But it was going, bleep, 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 bleep. And I'm looking around going, is anybody else fucking hearing this noise? Am I freaking
We couldn't
out?
hear it from here.
That's fine. I'm so sorry, guys. I dipped out at the
Fine,
beginning of that bitch talking.
Yeah, what's wrong with him? Doesn't he know what time we record?
Moving on. We done with that bit? No, I'm kidding. Look, I think porn is fine. You definitely shouldn't watch it all the time, but like, so what? You got 5 extra minutes, watch people fucking. If it makes you happy, that's silly.
My thought on it is it should just be considered entertainment, just like watching a movie or playing a video game.
Oh, like pro wrestling.
Let me ask you this. All right, what if your porn preference is more degradation of women and, you know, inflicting pain on women?
At least you're not doing it in real life.
You're not, but somebody
There's someone
is.
who doesn't want it. Some people like that shit.
Yeah, exactly.
I
As
know.
long as it's consensual,
I'm
like
just saying.
CNC or any of that. you
So
know?
in other words, you're okay if that's, you know, your thing.
Sure.
I understand. Yeah, of course in porn it's consensual. I get that part of it. But when you're using it, it's a fantasy to basically, I don't know. I think I might have a problem with that. I have the problem where if you're watching porn that is more like degrading or, you know, harmful to women. I don't know. That seems to bother me a little bit.
But that's the thing, though. That's what I mean when I say that it should be considered entertainment. People way too closely relate porn to actual real world sex.
Right.
Yeah.
Not everybody watches porn and goes, I need to do that in the bedroom in real life. Some people actually handle it responsibly and they're like, oh, this shit would never happen in real life, LOL, but it's fun to look at.
Like it's a movie. Every time it's a movie at the end of the day, even if it looks like it's not. So it's silly that people would associate one with, or they would be out raping women or beating them up or whatever.
Yeah, it's like the same thing with, does violence in video games cause violence in real life? It's
Sure.
like,
okay, I
not-
get that.
with people who are prone to react to that kind of stimulus.
Yeah. Okay. All right. I'll go with that.
Stimuli.
You got a problem, but I would assume that'd be a very small majority, you know.
It desensitizes you, I think. So over time of just watching that over and over, like it's never going to be enough, and then you'll move on to the next thing. So I would say you might wrangle the porn in. At least there's a billion different videos you could watch. So maybe, you know, you won't start to go down the rabbit hole too quickly. But if Hey, you're sitting around watching porn all day. Like, you're going to hit the end of the internet soon, and then you'll start getting into the bad stuff.
John just kicked his bestiality habit. I'm proud of him.
Right.
Round of applause.
Yeah.
He got off the dark web. Good job, John.
Hang on, all right, because you just made me think of something else. All right, so is anybody here willing to talk about a certain genre of porn that they watch that they might not be happy about people knowing about? I guess not. I guess nobody's sharing that, right?
You mean on this recorded in front of a live studio audience?
Yes. Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Nah, I'm good.
I got one.
Yeah. Go ahead.
Come on, Jodie.
I like to watch underwater porn.
I didn't even know that was a thing.
Pretty good.
I got to write all this shit down.
You know why I like it so much?
Genre.
Because
the
women don't talk in underwater porn. It's very quiet.
I thought it's because when the dude comes, it looks like a little eel.
That's my other favorite part.
You see, he's just kind of swimming around.
When it comes out, it's like a sea cucumber because it's just like, and it looks like some shit off the Discovery Channel.
Yeah.
I feel like people are learning way too much about me, but I enjoy blackmail where the girl ends up liking it.
You mean like the black guy, or blackmail like, oh, I'm gonna get you sucked up through the mail?
Hey, I caught you. I have a video of you cheating with this person. Now you have to cheat with me. Lol.
MAIL, not MALE.
Yes.
Okay. Because I'll check out some.
Other one's good too.
I'll check out some blackmail porn too. You know, whatever.
That's fine. I'm fine with that too.
Blackmail doing blackmail.
Yes, 2 black men, right, Jody?
Yes.
Mm-hmm. All right. Well, you know one thing, if you've watched this show for any bit of time, you know that I'm a fan of big fucking tits.
Biggins.
Woman removed from multiple attractions at a theme park because her breasts can cause a safety hazard. Now, here she is right here. I don't think they're that big. I mean, I don't think you can't ride a ride big.
Is anybody else going to say it?
She's fat.
She's pretty thick. She's a thick old gal.
Oh, okay.
There's probably several reasons she couldn't ride the rides.
Right. It wasn't just her titties. It was the other set of titties she has behind her.
So you're saying her back fat titties?
Yeah, she's got back titties, and that's the problem. Is those roller coasters are only built to hold 2 titties, not 4.
Hell yeah.
So a well-known theme park is once again under fire for not completely being accessible for all types of guests.
Hold on, John. Hold on.
Hey,
Imagine if we created a double-sided bra for fat chicks.
For fat chicks, I think I know a couple dudes that might need one on occasion.
Too.
I got one better for you. Why don't we just make an amusement park for obese people? In other words, the rides are supersized. Everything's like really big. Like you can have a roller coaster, but it's almost like a battleship. In other words,
steel reinforced.
Yes, exactly.
This shit looks like a bridge. The cables and bolts coming off the motherfucker 3 inches thick.
All right, can I call an audible for just a second?
Okay.
I don't know. Back titties is pretty good.
All right, but it's kind of in the same thing. So there's this girl. Her name's Sydney Watson. She was. She's like a conservative. She's from Australia. She lives in the United States now. Well, she got on a plane and she had to sit in the middle seat. And she had 2 very large people, one on each side of her. And she said that she was just like, it was almost physically harmful to her because like she had to lean up and turn sideways. And it was a long, like 3-hour flight. And so she made a big stink about it. And first of all, I blame the airlines because when you're a big person, you usually have to buy, they won't let you take 1 seat. They make you buy 2. If it's a full plane, they make you buy 2 seats, which is fine. If you're going to take up that much real estate, you should have to pay for that much real estate, the way I look at it.
Those seats are pretty small, man. They're not made for big people.
Of course they're not. So I had to fly to Fort Lauderdale one time, and they walk up. Now, this is what I didn't like. So you walk up to the ticket counter with your ticket, an airplane seat sitting there, like there, and they go, "Sir, could you go sit in that seat?" And
Do me a favor. Yeah.
Why? And they went, "Well, we want to see if you fit in the seat." I looked at it. I said, "I'll tell you right now, no." And they said, "Well, you're going to have to buy another seat." I said, "All right, I'll buy another seat." So they give me buy another ticket. It was like $200. I get on the plane, and all of a sudden, here comes somebody. They sit down next to me, and they start putting all their shit on my seat. So I said, "Hey, motherfucker. Unless you got $100,
yeah,
get your shit off my seat."
Yeah.
That's pretty. I thought you were going to tell me they told you had to buy the third seats. Like, you got to have this whole row, guy.
Sir,
Oddly enough.
by the row.
First of all, you go in, you get the 2 seats, and they automatically come over with the seatbelt extender, and she's like palming it, like backhanding it, so she can come over and give it to me so I can put the seatbelt extender on.
Fuck yeah.
Yeah.
Now,
it's very nice.
I think that's, it's nice of you, John, to have been so cool about that exchange there. But let me ask you this. Did they at least give you 2 snacks?
You know what? No, they didn't. I should have got 2 fucking
That's
meals.
2 damn seats. That's 2 snacks.
I should have got 2 fucking meals. You know something, Josh? It's been 10 years since I was on that plane. I should have got 2 fucking meals.
Tell them. Get some
Adam
credit from
says,
it.
I think
if they're going to charge you for 2 seats, they should give you a seatbelt that accommodates both seats at once.
they strap you in like a race car driver. It just comes over
Yeah,
both
it's like
sides.
in the middle.
5-point harness.
You look like fucking
Holy
He-Man.
shit. A roll
Yeah.
cage.
I don't know, man. Like, it's being big on a plane is tough. But I mean, if you can play ball with it, like, I'm sure you wouldn't like this because you probably don't like people touching you. But like, sometimes big people are kind of squishy, and if it's a long flight, just be like, "Hey, dude, I understand we got some overspill here."
I just thank Kate Cryer for liking us on Facebook.
Oh, thanks, Kate. But I was just like, dude, can I lay my head on your shoulder? You know, you're kind of like a beanbag chair. You know, share the space a little, and maybe I won't be so fucking weird about it. But if you're like smushed in between and they're not playing ball, like, yeah, that sucks.
Now, this is where I'm a little upset with the fat people on the plane. In other words, she said, "Hey, listen, do you guys mind sitting next to each other and give me the outside seat? That way, you know, you don't have to, I can at least lean into the aisle a little bit." And they said no. And I'm like, so for me, first of all, if I was there and I knew that I would do anything to try to move so she could be more comfortable. I don't want to move. I don't want to pile into somebody else's seat or have my, I don't know, what do you call that? Back fat crossing over into her lane and then her being uncomfortable. That would bother me. I wouldn't want to do that. And here's the other thing. If you are of a certain size, you're a certain size, and these planes are made for smaller people. So if someone says you got to buy 2 seats, you just got to buy 2 seats, and stop trying to say, well, okay, you got to give me 2 seats for the price of 1. That's bullshit. So same thing on the rides. If you're going to an amusement park and you're a very large person and they can't get that bars over top of you, and the same thing with amusement parks, they're not made for big people. They're not.
Remember that kid in Florida that died because they didn't say anything about him and he fucking fell off? Like,
oh, yeah, he fell out of that fucking sky harness thing, right?
And no one said, "Oh, you're overweight." They're probably like, "Oh, I don't want to say anything." No, you're good.
That's not true. He got kicked out of like 5 other rides that day. That was on him.
But the 6th one.
The 6th one was just like, yeah, I don't know.
6 a charm.
Yeah,
we're closing soon.
Yeah, again, if you can't get that bar over top of you.
Let the kid live.
I think it was like a Space Needle ride too. You know, the one where it's like they put over your shoulders and they shoot you up and then like you come out of your seat a little bit. Can you imagine being, because he was a big kid, that he was 6'5", 280, and fucking they hit the top of that Space Needle and there's just too much mass and the motherfucker fell out.
Yeah, at sonic speed. There was a crack, like a whip.
I imagine if you had like a train full of really fat people and you sent them through a roller coaster, it might straighten it the fuck out. Like, that'd be kind of funny.
I was imagining that.
Well, you go into the loop-de-loop and it's just like plang, and it's just like, nah. All the bends and curves, it just straightens that motherfucker right out.
That you're making jobs right there.
Oh, is that what it is?
Jodie for president.
Yeah. Fat people like to have fun too. I'm kind of fat, and I know that I'm going to hit the ground just a little bit harder than like Josh would. Maybe we would hit at the same speed, but the mass and plus gravity equals I'm going to hit the ground harder. And so I don't fuck with over 5 feet in the air. I just don't. I hate it because I'm like, I'm going to fall off, and if I land, I'm going to break something.
Yeah, exactly. That's how I mean. That's the same thing. It's the same way I feel, and it annoys me when obese people start acting a fool. Like it's okay. They deserve to have the same
privileges. Are you talking about fat privilege right now, John? Because I'll get behind this.
I think he is. Yeah,
that's what it is. It's fat privilege. It's like, okay, I'm fat, so you have to make all these accommodations for me, and no, I mean, if you're too big for a ride, they're not going to strap you in there. They're not going to Yeah, they can't go to the thing and get like a winch out and then grab that thing that they put over top of you and hook it and then crank you in there.
Yeah,
it's ridiculous.
I think it should just be on the blob. Like that's where fat people belong. The launch dudes on the big cushy pillow things.
You get to ride the teacups and anything else you'll fit into.
The Gravitron, you throw it off like a fucking washing machine.
Right. Head to the water park and get on the big slides. At least there, when you go off the end, you make a big splash and everybody's like, "Ooh!" It's like watching fireworks.
Yeah, it's like Shamu was like,
you fucking drown 3 little kids that are just standing in the fucking wading pond and shit.
Yeah, exactly. All right. So here's a story for you. Do you know who Jenny Mold? All right, so you know who this is. This is the guy. He is the guy from American Pie, Jason Biggs.
Yeah, Jason.
Right, yeah,
Biggs.
he fucked the apple pie. All right. Well, that's his lovely wife.
She's all right. Hello.
She ain't bad. So apparently, she sent her kids to school. And she was over. Where was she at? She was in Copenhagen, and the kid says, "Hey, my mom is she's out of the country and she's eating a lot of penis."
Yeah,
she's eating a lot of penis. So the teacher's like, "Oh, I don't know. Oh, tons of penis."
Kids say the darndest things.
Yeah, I've been eating tons of penis. So then the teacher's like, "Hey, I hate to bother you. I'm on vacation." Thank you. Well, I hate to bother you on your vacation. I felt strongly that you should be aware or perhaps address the issue at your earliest convenience. And she sends one back, "Dear Karen, he's not lying. I've been eating a ton of penis on this trip. Definitely going to need to rein it in when I get home." Here, apparently in Copenhagen, one of the delicacies they have there is reindeer penis.
Ragu.
Yeah, ragout, it says here.
I think that's ragu, John.
All right, so here we go. Ragu? You think they misspelled it?
It's French.
It's French for ragout? I don't know. Anyhow. All right, so here you go. So they're in this Scandinavian eatery.
Yep.
$375 for reindeer penis. You buying it?
It's dick stew, basically.
Yeah.
Is it cut up? Like, is it just a wiener poking out of the top of a pot? Because I might have a harder time with that. But if it was like cut up and seasoned, I'd probably give it a whirl.
You'd eat some reindeer penis?
I've eaten dick on a daily basis most of my life. Hypothetically, I'm pretty sure I could handle a mouthful of it in fucking Denmark.
It showed there's an artist rendition, but they've got the garnish.
There it is.
Got the cock on a plate.
Yeah.
That's pretty much how that looks like.
It's just a wiener with antlers on it. And there you go, buddy.
What you do is you get 2 scoops of mashed potatoes, right? And then you take the penis and you just kind of let it drape over the mashed taters. Throw a little gravy on there. Maybe some white gravy, you think?
Thanks for reminding me, Jodie. Yeah, there's some antlers on it. So it's a delicacy.
Hey, listen, if you're listening to this as a podcast, you really have to show up on Tuesday or Thursday nights at 9:00 and watch, because now we have visual bits.
Sure.
We make little drawings. Join along, get in the chat.
A taste test.
Okay, hold on. Gun to your head.
Yeah.
You have
don't shoot.
You have to eat. You have to eat an animal dick. You can decide whatever it is. Cheeseburger, beef stew, fucking dick and eggs, whatever you want to have it. What animal do you think you're going to go with? It's a pretty good question.
That is a pretty good question. I don't know about you two Edward and Josh, but I mean, have you ever seen a deer penis before? I mean, I've cut off a few.
Yeah, not so bad. They're like a crayon.
I honestly think that me and Josh would just like split a whale penis or something.
Yeah,
Ooh,
probably a
whale
dork.
penis.
That's a lot. You'd be at the same table going, "You going to eat that dick?"
We would meet in the middle like Lady in the Tramp.
How would you like your dick?
Yeah. I think I would want to go like some endangered animal, like maybe a bald eagle's dick or something. That'd be pretty cool, at least for a story. Or a gorilla dick. They're not that big, and it's a pretty cool story.
I don't know. I think I would go with your garden.
Cow
variety.
doesn't have a dick, you fucking idiot.
Oh, bull dick. A steer dick.
I just like to be mean to Chad every once in a while.
A bull dick. Isn't that what Ellen DeGeneres is?
That's dyke.
Oh, shit.
Hey, Harry Richard Saver says ant dick. If you can find it, that's fine. Just throw it back.
See, you're not willing to try anything, Harry Dick Shaver.
Harry's on a roll. All right, let's add Harry to the call.
Yeah. What kind of a dick? Hello, caller. What kind of cock would you eat?
Yeah.
All right, put the number on the screen, John. I'm sure it'll work this time.
Yeah, don't say anything else. Tell me what kind of dick you would eat, and then we're gonna hang up on you.
Caller number 3 gets the Patreon for a month.
I don't even think the phone's charged, to be quite honest with you.
Oh my god.
It's
as soon
never
as
gonna
Josh
happen.
gets a VR,
Yeah.
I'm gonna charge my phone.
True.
Oh, this was a
There you
cool
go.
story. Did you guys see this?
Hell yeah, I did.
So check it out. My mom's gay. In
All right.
35 years,
Owned.
I've met hundreds of lesbians.
Hell yeah.
Not necessarily like her girlfriends. There was only a couple of those, but like her friend, gay people tend to hang out with gay people. That's kind of the way it is. So like over the years, dude, I've seen them come and go. And I will tell you,
Hell yeah.
maybe it's just an Arkansas thing, but we don't really have hot lesbian couples. Like there may be some hot chick that is willing to like eat some chick out while she's getting plowed, like a 3-way thing. But for the most part, like your common variety, settle down and buy a fucking house with a white picket fence lesbians, it's just like 2 6s at best.
Right.
Oh.
Ever.
Fuck any of them?
Some of them are worse. Like even it's like a 4 and a, I don't know if you do a half a point, but like 1s. Just like, damn, this is, ugh.
3 twats out of 5.
Your basic bull dykes. The ones that kind of kickstart their vibrators. You know,
Right.
just-
They roll their own tampons. You know what I'm saying?
We got a new parody song now. Kickstart my heart, kickstart my vibrator. We'll just do Motley Crue songs.
So anyway, look, I don't know if it's a cultural thing, but like most lesbian couples I see, they're fucking gremlins. Miss Argentina and Miss Puerto Rico, 2 gals, 26 and 22.
Lipstick lesbians.
They ran off and got married and didn't tell nobody. Well, I mean, they told the internet, so there's pictures of it right now.
Fucking
but
hot, dude. So fucking hot.
hot lesbians.
look at this.
Wow.
I mean, they are very, very attractive.
This is stuff from movies. Like this doesn't happen in real life, guys.
They decided to make a porno. I'd watch it.
Yeah, check it out.
I'd check it out.
That would be the biggest cash grab ever if they made a porno for OnlyFans with this publicity.
Oh, my goodness.
I just imagine they would stand up 69 like the Undertaker, do a tombstone pile driver, and just like walk around the house all day. That's what I would do if I was that hot.
I just hope that one of them or both puts on a strap on so I can watch them awkwardly try to know how to fuck a girl.
I don't think your garden variety lesbians want a strap on. I think
Don't you fucking say that to me, John.
I'm serious. I don't think I think that's just I think what you're doing is you're just projecting your maleness onto these lovely.
Did we switch position?
That's not true.
Yeah, that's not the script.
They all want dicks. Dicks are pretty cool.
You think so?
Yeah, dicks are great.
All right. Well, so again, I guess this is a hard
Dicks
conversation.
rock.
This is a hard conversation to have with your mother. But did you ever ask your mother what she's would she want a strap on or anything like that?
I've found other people's sex toys because I was a snoopy little pervert. I never found any of my mom's fucking toys or dildos or none of that stuff.
No.
Yeah, I don't think she gets down like that. She's a true blue, like dyed in the wool, mannish lesbian.
How old were you? Was she always a lesbian like your whole life growing up?
Yeah,
obviously
the one time she
you.
had sex, she got pregnant with me. That's it.
Okay.
And then after that, it was just chicks. And I told her, like, as I got older, it was really weird as a kid. She told me, my grandma told me out of spite one day. I was like 8. She was like, "That's why you'll never have a family because your mom's a fucking lesbian."
Owned.
Or that's why you'll never have a dad. That's what she said. You'll never have a dad because your mom's a fucking lesbian. That was how that conversation went.
Will you ask her if when you were young and maybe don't have as good of a memory, if maybe you accidentally got a hold of one of those toys and sucked on it a
Listen,
little?
I found my grandma's dildo. Like I knew what those things were. It's just I never found any of my mom's stuff.
No, but I saw that story on Facebook, and that's always right for the pickings with the comments. So I had to go to the comments right away.
Oh.
And the opinion that they're giving on there is a predictable one. Just like all the guys are like, "Oh, you know what? I'm actually okay with this."
Yeah, I bet.
It's like, and then all the girls are like, "Yeah, now that it's hot chicks." So that's that's going on.
Nobody
on
wants
Facebook.
to see women that look like who's the girl from I can't think of her, Kathy Bates and Roseanne. Nobody wants to see them two getting it on. Come here, break.
I might check that out.
Nana's dildo. Nana, here's Nana's dildo.
Why is it sticky, Nana?
Oh God.
Nah, why is the cat scratching at the the drawer? I opened it up and then, well, never mind.
Perfect.
Oh, we're out of steam. Let's end the episode.
I don't know.
Oh, that was the 40-minute mark. Dave used to say that. So we always
Yeah,
hit the wall around 40 minutes.
That's 40 minutes. Yeah.
Well, we started late, so that's the deal. Look, I'm not here to talk about my grandma's dildo. All I'm saying is hot lesbians do exist, apparently, and it's Miss Argentina and Miss Puerto Rico. Like,
It's like a unicorn.
yeah,
I so badly want to name this episode Grandma's Dildo,
do it.
but I don't think we can get it
Nanas.
through.
Yeah, it's
Nana's
Nana's.
dildo.
Actually, full disclosure, I called her Mamaw when I was a little kid, so Mamaw's dildo would probably
Meemaw's Dildo. That's so southern.
be. Yeah,
Mama's adult toy.
All right. What about an I am the asshole? Can we do that? I am an asshole?
I am asshole.
Or am I an asshole? God, I can't talk.
Am I the asshole? There we go. Does that work out for you guys?
It's a
Do
song
how do you want to do this? Do you want me to bring this up there, sir?
I have it up.
You have it
You
up?
can play music
Don't
if you
forget to
want.
play royalty-free music, dickhead.
All right, hang
Yeah.
on. Give me a second. I'll get
John,
something
hurry
in
up.
here.
I really don't have time for your shit right
You want to
now.
just play the Eagles game in the background? We'll listen to the commercials.
Don't get me on. You guys can't believe how much self-control I've been.
displaying.
Yes. Right. Here we go.
You're giving a display right now. Oh. Mama.
Oh, yeah.
This one's called Am I the Asshole for Blaming Our House Getting TP'd on My Husband, who gave toothbrushes instead of candy? Fuck those guys, am I right? Neckers.
First of all, there's so many assholes in this story. That's why I wanted to figure out we could rate, who's the biggest asshole in this story. But go ahead, let's start out with the dentist that wanted to give toothbrushes and toothpaste as Halloween candy.
Yeah.
So this Halloween, my 28-year-old female, my husband, who is a dentist, 31-year-old male, wanted to try something new. Instead of filling the bowl with candy, he filled it with toothbrushes and toothpaste. I told him that this idea would turn out terribly because I know myself that as a child and a middle school teacher that all that I wanted for Halloween is candy and definitely not good tooth care.
No.
Tooth care? Tooth? Singular?
Yeah, with an F.
Two F's.
But he convinced himself that it'd be great because what kids wouldn't like to get? What?
All
what
of them.
Kids
That's how
wouldn't
many.
like to get on Halloween night. What wouldn't? Guys.
There we
What
go.
guy-
Attaboy.
What kids wouldn't like?
Right.
Wow, it's a horribly position. Sorry, a toothache is what they wouldn't like to get, you guys. Well, he did it, and he was surprised to find out that only one boy or two thanked us. The others were pretty annoyed with this, and some demanded candy so much that I had to bring them a candy bowl, or else they wouldn't stop crying. They only get more frustrated and annoyed when my husband told them that they have to get at least one toothpaste when they get the candy. It was kind of a disaster.
They're negotiating. Again.
Yeah.
Well, what about the entitled kids? They're like, no, we're not leaving until we get a fucking candy bar from you. Fuck that toothpaste. Fuck that.
Costumes are expensive.
Toothbrush.
What the fuck?
Yeah,
That's when you
it's
bring out
not
the
like
gun.
you don't already have a whole bag of candy. I went trick-or-treating with my kid this year. We got a grocery bag full of candy on 2 streets. Like, these motherfuckers know what time it is. And, I mean, I get it's a dick move, but at the same time, like, you should appreciate the toothbrush, you little cunt.
Yeah, I mean it's ridiculous. And then again, I go back to the thing where when I used to go out trick or treat, you went up and you got 8 candy bar. Now they're like, can I get one for my friend? Can I get one for my brother? It's like, no, motherfucker, here's your little bite-sized, fun-sized Snickers. Now get off my lawn.
Yeah, fuck off.
Yeah.
Then, when it was all over and kids stopped coming to our house and we went to bed, we heard something only to go out and find that some brats threw toilet rolls and eggs all over the house and ran away.
Yeah.
We spent a long time while cleaning it up, and I told him that he should have given them candy like I told him to, and he was mildly upset by all of this, saying I'm acting like a jerk. But to be honest, he was the one acting like a jerk. I'm a middle school teacher and should have just listened, and he should have just listened to me, as he has no extended experience with kids like I have. Am I the asshole?
Oh, yeah, no, she's the asshole for that statement right there. She's the asshole.
Yeah.
He's the asshole.
True.
He's the okay. I'm sorry. I'll go last. Go ahead. Somebody else talk about it because I'm so pissed off at this fucking Eagles game right now. If these fucking
Go, Josh.
Eagles lose to these
Josh,
goddamn
please.
Yeah, so I think that what would have been a good idea is given First of all, it sounds like if you're not strapped for cash, because first of all, toothbrushes are not like cheap. They're not. Even cheap ones. They're just not. So forget about that. Forget about the money aspect. Why not just you have the candy, give a little candy, give the toothbrush, and you're like, hey, okay, cool, that's fine.
Duct tape the fucking candy to the toothbrush.
Yeah. Why don't you just smush the fucking candy on the toothbrush and say, here you go, eat a dick, and fuck off. And I think it would have been like, wow, stay away from that guy's house. First of all, what does he do? She said what she did, but
he's a dentist, I think
He's a dentist.
Yeah.
Is he a dentist?
It's the first sentence in the story.
Yeah, he wasn't paying attention. It's cool.
I was clocked out.
Why not make a toothbrush out of candy? If you want to be fucking cute,
Yeah.
Put a little extra effort in. He was trying to half-ass it and just be like, here's some toothbrush and toothpaste. That's fucked up.
He could have done so much better in this situation. He could have tied it into Halloween so much more. He could have the kids who start complaining and crying. He could have had a trap door set up on the porch. They fall into a dentist chair that immediately straps them in. He goes down, starts drilling the fuck out of their teeth. He's like, cry now, bitch. I'll give you a reason to cry.
Something to cry. Yeah, something to cry about.
You go get your paintball gun, and when they start crying and they're not leaving until you get candy, you just start lighting them up.
I kind of wish those kids would have pulled him off the porch and just killed him. Just stabbed him right in his fucking eye with a toothbrush.
Make a shank out of the fucking...
Just set his fucking body on fire. You know what you're doing, dude. It's 2022. People have been through COVID and all kinds of shit. These kids have been on lockdown. And you want to give a toothbrush for Halloween? You should have just turned your light out and stayed in your fucking house that night.
Pretty much.
Right. I'm with Josh. What they should do is they should have walked around the block and then took that toothbrush and then carved it into a shank and then went back up there and the guy opened it up, stabbed him in his fucking neck.
It's like 50 kids just fucking... No one saw shit.
Oh, so here, Lisa says he's a cheapskate. He gets these samples from the dental reps. So I never thought of that.
Oh.
Can I tell you one thing, though? The troll in me, though, before I had a kid, we lived in our first apartment. One year, right before Halloween, I got a shitload of pecans, a grocery bag full of pecans in the shell. Yeah. And I thought it would be hilarious if the kids walked up and I just gave them 3 or 4 whole pecans and just put them in the fucking bag and was like, see you later.
They should have made him their indentured servant.
Oh.
Hey. Hit the horn.
All right.
Who's got a bicycle there?
Yeah, what the fuck, John?
Well, fuck that guy. Give out candy or don't. Just fuck off then.
Okay, then.
John wishes he had one lazy eye so he could look to the left and the right at the same time, like a shark.
What are you talking about, the game?
Yeah.
Nah, I really haven't been paying attention. I'm looking over. It's 14-14 in the third quarter. This is fucking ridiculous.
Yeah. I can tell when you look because I can see your eyebrows move.
Well,
they both kind of go towards the fucking TV.
That's
John and I played VR poker together recently.
Oh my God. Boy, I wish I had a picture of
Josh, come back.
I wish I had a picture of
oh shit
Edward's avatar. He's like this fat trans broad. I mean, it was ridiculous, and he's hard to play. He's hard to play because you never know what he's doing. He doesn't really know how to play, and he just starts and he's betting, and you're like, I mean, I folded some pretty strong hands. He had nothing. He just kept betting, so it was crazy.
I'm still here. I just can't have this conversation. So sorry.
All right, well, let's talk about this. Speaking about trick or treat,
it's a rule, guys. I'm sorry. I can't. It's a rule. I can't.
Jodie,
fucking
it was
do
different this time because I brought it up. I'm the one who complained about it in the first place.
You guys can talk about it for the rest of the fucking show. I can't talk about it anymore. I'm sorry.
Can't talk about that.
I excused myself.
But I love you.
I love you too.
Well, if Josh ever gets a VR headset, we can all go in and do this in the metaverse.
Oh, what's this dude's name? Evan? I think he needs a VR headset. He seems like he's having a bad fucking day, huh?
Well, Evan's he's part of Starbucks.
This fucking guy.
Here we go.
People wonder why we need a union at Starbucks, and I am literally about to quit. I don't know if I'm going to do it, but I really want to. I almost walked out today, and I'm crying in the back room right now, and I almost cried on the floor.
Fucking line.
I'm a full-time student. I get scheduled for 25 hours a week.
Pause it.
And on weekends, they schedule me the entire...
If the manager would have kicked the door in and started screaming at them at that moment, I would have probably died laughing.
That would be the best resolution to this video.
What are you doing? Where this is the lunch rush?
Promise the female scream would have come out of that body because it would just been like, ah! It would have taken off running.
It's such a fucking crybaby, dude. I'm a full-time student and I work like 35 to 40 hours a week. And up until recently I had 2 jobs.
Yeah, some people have 3 jobs. Evan, you ever heard about that?
The entitlement on this cunt, to be honest with you. And the thing is, too, and I got to tell you, see, when you transition into a male, this is what you get. A man doesn't do this. A real man. This vagina man here, he's doing it.
We go home and get drunk and watch abuse porn like a fucking normal dude.
Yeah.
Exactly. Sure.
Beat our
Open
meat.
to close. I'm on the schedule for 8.5 hours, both Saturday and Sunday. I'm like 3.5 hours into my shift. There's so many customers, and we have 4 people on the floor all day. Only 5 people on the schedule, and somebody had to call out. And there are 4 people running the whole store, and there's so many customers, and there's possibly scheduled 5 people.
And now the fucking phone is ringing. Listen, dude, go out there and just...
Starpies.
Dude, you're pouring fucking coffee. How hard is this?
Yeah.
You're making coffee drinks.
Go work at Chick-fil-A. Try that out, bud.
You'll have more than 4 people. That's for damn sure.
Like, I'm not going to go that route, John. I'm not going to go and say that fast food jobs are easy and what are you crying about? I think it can be stressful with the amount of people coming in and all that blah, blah, blah bullshit.
Yeah.
Dealing with the general public sucks. But you just don't cry about it. That's basically what the thing is.
Right.
You just fucking man up and do it.
No,
Just
you
get
go
it
out.
over with.
Go ahead.
Yeah. Go on.
Please, Josh.
Well, I was just gonna say, you just muscle through it. I mean, some days are gonna suck, some days aren't. But see, my thing is, my question for this young lad would be,
I'm sorry, Josh, but
what's that?
Lisa, this person's not a millennial. They're Gen Z. Me and Josh are millennials. How dare
what
you?
the fuck?
Now we're triggered.
Come on, Lisa.
Now we're triggered.
So
Okay,
it's
go
like,
ahead, Josh.
if you ask them, what would make you feel better? What would you like? What do you want? Because if it's payment, if we pay you more, if we go that route, there's still customers. Is it the speed? Is it that there's not a lot of people? Do you not want to? What is it that you want? And that's the part that I think that some people get tripped up. You're talking about a union. Okay, do you know what union dues are? Do you know what a union does? Do you know what work you would have to do if you did have a union? Do you even know how a union structure works?
No,
I don't
they
know,
don't.
dude. I'm just saying, why don't you go out and try to roof a house? Like, you go to Starbucks and you go, God damn, this job is hard and it sucks. And then you go pour concrete or fucking mow yards in the summertime in Georgia. And then you go, oh no, that sucks way more. I don't want to do that. I mean,
I think that sucks more physically than mentally. I think there's a more mental strain on like retail and fast food jobs when it comes to dealing with the general public.
people do suck.
Ass.
I'll give you that. And this is
people
Starbucks
suck.
too, because people like John are nice and they come out and go, hey, let me get a fucking black coffee, 2 sugars or whatever.
Hey, you watch the Eagles game or what?
Yeah, but everybody else is like, yo,
Fucking
let
Eagles.
me get a froyo, decaf, no whip, frappuccino, triple grande, double espresso, fucking.
Unicorn sprinkles.
I said no whip. Didn't you listen to me?
And they throw it at you like over your head,
Yeah.
like that comic at Uncle Vinny's, just blow, and a whole frappuccino
Man.
explodes behind you. And they go, make it again, motherfucker.
You got to clean that. You got to make it again. But look, if you're not happy where you're at, and this isn't just for Starbucks employees, change it. If you're not happy in your situation, change it.
I think, well, first of all,
Let this be a lesson.
this guy, I mean, nothing would make him happy. Nothing's going to make him happy because he's actually got to do some kind of physical work, and he's never really probably done a physical day's work in his life. What they should do is up his testosterone a little bit.
Hell
Because,
yeah. Oh,
you know-
maybe he's on his period.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. He's on his period, and then, now, he's having his period hormones. And I can't believe I got to say he's on his period.
Poor guy.
That fucking annoys me.
We only have 13 people employed at this store, and there's so many customers. We don't have fair scheduling. Managers don't care about us. Our manager was supposed to come in this weekend, and he took himself off the schedule. So
I
he
thought you were
wouldn't be able to
crying.
be held accountable for calling out. He just
Where'd all
literally
the tears
tore down
go?
the schedule that he was scheduled.
Oh, they're gone. I've seen enough interrogations to know he's faking.
Yeah, he's talking about the manager. The manager should have been here. The manager took himself off the schedule. The manager, you're the worker. Shut the fuck up. The manager tells you what to do, not the other way around. See,
Right.
and this, I go back to parenting, where parents like kids sit there and tell them what to do. I'm not doing that. I'm not taking the trash out.
Well, I have a 6-year-old who does this shit to me all the time because he'll
Really?
be like, boo, and I'll be like, whatever the thing is, divert, and then ask him what he wants, and he'll stop immediately and be like, well, I wanted to go do this thing. I thought you were fucking crying, dude. Where'd that go? Oh yeah, my foot hurts too, but also I need candy or whatever. And I'm just like, fuck you.
Your kid's like, this is why we need a union.
Yeah.
Right. I'm telling you right now, if my father told me to take out the trash, and I said I'm not taking out the trash, I would talk with a lisp for like a week and a half.
Yeah.
He would backhand me in the next fucking week. You'd only make that mistake once.
Good old days when you could just beat up your kids and nobody would videotape
Hey,
it.
you know what?
John, do you think that we need to start beating our children?
My father used to call it an attitude adjustment. I'm sorry, Josh. What did you ask me?
Well, I was just you kind of answered my question, but do you think that we should start beating our children again?
I think you should. Oh, interception! Sorry.
Oh, is that where you beat somebody else's kids? Maybe that's the answer. It's like
an interception where you go and beat the fuck out of somebody else's kid.
What if you get other little kids to beat up your kids?
Stop
You
it,
could probably
John.
Do that.
I could see somebody's going to be raising little assholes that are be walking.
That's pretty good, Jody.
Get other little kids,
How
bribe
dare
them, and have them come give your kid an attitude adjustment and go, yeah, it sucks, buddy. I don't know. Why don't you learn how to fight or stop being such a dickhead at the house?
Let me get this in here for John real quick.
Keep my wife's name out your fucking mouth.
I'm sorry, Ariana. But
Ariana, who the fuck is that?
Grande?
Ariana.
just making up names.
I call her a-hole.
So what's next with this? Let's.
All right, so hang on. It gets better.
Hold on and put up a new schedule where he wasn't on the schedule. Also, he couldn't have even seen that he was scheduled in the first place because he didn't want to be held accountable for not wanting to come in.
Wait, here we go.
They don't want to help us.
Oh.
You don't want to help us.
We need a union because this can't happen. This can't happen. We need fair scheduling.
Oh.
We need managers to hold themselves accountable for helping their
How
workers.
about you hold
They
yourself
refuse to turn
accountable
mobile orders
there,
on. We need
Evan.
the liberty to be able to do that because there's so many mobile orders and I need to get through all of them. And then people are yelling at me because I don't have their orders ready.
Shit. You know what? You know what I'm seeing?
And the customer
You know what I'm seeing with this video? 3 people on the fucking floor right now. That's what I'm seeing. There is 3 people.
This bitch is in the back room crying.
Yeah, exactly. Oh, he's crying again. God damn it!
Wait, you're gonna miss the best part. Here's the best part. Here we go.
And I really badly. I didn't have their order ready, and so they were just talking to each other, and they're like, "She's clearly incompetent." I have a full mustache and beard. What the fuck?
That is not a full beard. False. False. That is not a full beard.
Right. It's not even a full mustache.
No.
They misgendered.
I'm telling you, 12-year-olds. Touchdown.
Yeah. I think they call that a Fu Manchu. Yeah? That was a long stretch. Sorry, guys. I'm just trying stuff out. A Wu Manchu?
Suck it up, buttercup.
Yeah, I think I need to make a new character called Evan the Starbucks worker. You guys, my day was so hard today.
You only have 50 people here.
Dude, I bet working at Starbucks fucking sucks, though, man. Like, all day with this shit.
Listen, when I was going to college, I worked at a supermarket.
Good for you,
in the
John.
deli. Wait a minute. Shut up. I'm telling a story. In a deli, and on Saturdays, from the time you walked in there until the time you left, they were 7 deep at the counter, and all you did all day long was slice lunch meat and get that shit out, and you just did it. That's right. See, Dave's got it. You're not a man if you can't handle being misgendered.
John, you worked at Josie Mike's?
No, I worked at a store here, a supermarket called ShopRite.
Yeah. I agree with Daddy Dave, and I've been misgendered many times in my life, and I just keep on moving. Never got my feelings hurt once.
There you go. Whoops. What happened?
It was already up, John. God damn it.
Damn it. All right. I'm sorry. I'll leave you do. I'll let you do your. I used to bitch that nobody would do this. Now somebody's doing it.
Somebody's doing it.
And now I'm doing
Watch
it
your
again.
fucking football game and let us have fun. Josh, read that comment from the Duchess. Josh, read it.
Duchess
Yes,
says,
please
shut
read
the
it.
fuck up and make me a fucking Americano. What the fuck is that? Americano?
It's
What
a
is that, like black
Starbucks
coffee?
drink.
Yeah, it's like
Or
just
like a
coffee.
BBC.
Dave had a question in here, and I can't find it now. And
Making the yuck.
did somebody take it down? No one would take Dave's comment down. But it was a good one. I wanted to address it, but I can't find it now. Oh, here we go.
It's a VR chat person.
So here we go. So, are you guys pro bulge or pro tuck? Oh, speaking of pro tuck, hey, Why do you fucking call Jodie when the show's starting? All right? You asshole.
Yeah, what the fuck?
Stop calling him on the phone and ruining the show.
And now you're in the comments?
Yeah.
We have begun drafting a restraining order.
So I'm probably pro bulge because I think it'd be cool to rock that. Don't tuck your dick back. It's bad for you.
You know what? I think I'm pro bulge too, just for the fact that it would actually identify the bulge. And then that way you know what
Is
you're
this
getting
person?
into.
Can we look at this person in
What the
chat real
fuck
quick?
is this,
This is-
German?
We have an Ulu.
It's too long to explain, guys. We'll
Here,
move
I don't
on.
know. I think I can do it real
go
well.
on.
So we hang on. So we met this guy in Discord, and he kind of looks like Edward.
Edward,
And
play
then
this,
all
play
of a
the noise.
sudden, hang on. Give me a second. Go ahead, play. So he kind of looks like Edward. All right, he had the big beard, big kind of guy, and then all of a sudden one
big
day,
cock,
Yeah,
big
big
fucking
cock.
dick.
and then one day he shaves his fucking beard off and turns himself into a girl named Rachel, and now he makes himself a female cartoon.
Saying, fuck Freemasons.
Right, and then so here he is. He's in the chat now. Yep.
Listen, I think that we
Is he
all
a
need to
mute?
come together.
Are they a mute? Can we use them as a mute?
I don't know.
Yes.
We'll see what happens.
I don't know what that is. I think if you don't, I've already said that. Moving on.
So,
All right.
you know, this reminds me, this is a quick segment. Now, of
Yeah.
course, I always talk about these crazy fetishes.
Oh, what's this week's boner, Josh?
Hell yeah, this week's boner,
This week's fucking boner.
hell yeah, is brought to you by,
I'm sorry.
yeah,
What the fuck?
that's the
All right, maybe it's this
That's
one. This
the-
week's boner.
music bed. So,
I'm a boy, you retard. John, you're so dumb. That's why Dave hates you.
Okay,
Block
First of
me.
all,
yeah, block him.
I love
So,
this
there's
person.
this,
Blocking for 5 minutes. Give him a 5-minute timeout.
Oh, I love
give
them.
him a 5-minute timeout. That one actually,
don't block
you
him.
know I'm against timeouts. Give this motherfucker timeout.
And
5
listen.
minutes.
Brandon.
Yeah.
I'm telling you something, Brandon, right now. Dave hates me for a lot of other reasons besides that. Don't give me that shit.
All right, Josh, tell me about the cartoon boner.
There is a cartoon boner. There's a new Netflix series called Killer Sally. It's a really cool Netflix series. It's about 3 hours. It's like 3 episodes, and they're each an hour, right?
Okay.
Well, anyways, it's really cool. It's about these two bodybuilders that really started coming up during like the 80s and 90s boom with like bodybuilding and all that shit.
Yeah, the
It's this couple,
Schwarzenegger
they were like-
era.
yeah, they were like Marines, and they would do bench presses, all that stuff. Won championships, won Mr. Olympia, I think. The husband did. Well, anyways, they were looking for money. This was before OnlyFans, you know.
Mm-hmm.
So they were looking for money because championships, all you're doing is training, right? Like apparently these bodybuilders eat like fucking, you know, like 5 steaks a day, eat all this food and all this shit. So it takes a lot of money.
They eat like 3 dozen eggs and
It's
all kinds of
fucking
beef
insane.
and shit. It's
Like
crazy.
I think the dude said that he ate like 113 eggs a week.
yeah.
Probably
It's
didn't even
insane.
cook them all. Like just eating them raw.
So while he's doing the championship, she's also was a professional bodybuilder as well. She started doing these things on the side. They were like home movies. They look like snuff films. Well, anyways, she would do this thing where like you would hire her, and for an hour she would wrestle you, right?
Oh,
Like she'd be wearing a bikini.
okay.
I'll wrestle
and
you.
you're just there with, I guess, like usually it was like businessmen with like business pants and no shirt, and you get wrestled like on a fucking hotel bed. I guess for I don't even know how. I guess an hour. I guess I don't know.
I've
Get
watched this
roughed up.
porn, Josh. Does it have a name? Did you happen to find anything about that?
Yes, I found what they would call the men. They were called schmoes.
Schmoes.
Schmo is a guy that likes to get wrestled by a muscled woman and roughed up. No penetration, just they would meet.
Yeah.
She was getting paid like $300 an hour.
Just a
And
manhandle.
this is like
dudes.
91 money. It's a lot of money. So, what is it? Schmoes. Yeah.
Schmoes.
Yeah.
So, yeah. John, I think, how much would it take? How many Patreon supporters would we have to get you to get fucking just wrestled with a muscular bodybuilding woman.
A schmo job, if you will, John.
This is the thing that Dave used to try to do. He used to try to entice me with how much money would it take.
$50.
No. I'm not, first of all, I'm not wrestling a woman. That's number one.
Well, you don't have to. You just stay
Yeah,
there.
you're going to get your ass kicked. That's what's going to happen.
That's not. Why would I want that? Why would I? Josh, how much? I'm going to turn the tables, Josh. How much money would it require for you to be thrown around like a rag doll by this muscle chick?
I don't know, maybe like a couple of.
How much do I have to pay? Is that what you're asking?
Yeah, like Josh. Josh is how much money would it take for Josh to get in there and get thrown around by this muscle broad?
No, I went the other way, John. That was a joke.
$10.
$10. You would just do it for $10. Well,
I just do it for free.
Send me your Venmo.
I want to know why the fuck you guys think you're getting paid. Like, why the fuck do you guys get paid? That's what I said,
guys. You would pay to do that. That's how it works.
We would have to pay her. No. We would have to pay her.
Correct.
And then we would have to pay Josh to be abused. We have to pay twice.
Well,
it's not your fetish,
she was getting
right?
$300. So whatever the equivalent of like 1991 $300 is.
The reward for Josh is getting wrestled by the girl. He doesn't need to get paid.
Correct.
Oh,
we're
really?
on,
So
we're on two
into
separate fucking wavelengths here. Yeah.
So you're into it.
Yeah. Anyways, schmoes. That's what they're called. They would cream in their pants. That's pretty good though. Like, I mean, just going to some fucking hotel room, beating the shit out of a dude, and leaving and getting paid for it. It's kind of cool.
I want it to happen to me.
Yeah.
Do you
100%.
Really?
Yeah, dude. I would love to get my back popped and maybe get stretched out a little bit. That'd be pretty cool.
See, I know. Here's the thing. I know myself. I know that if this started to happen, my
boner would be so hard it would break through the seam of your pants. Yeah.
My competitiveness would kick in, and I'd have to take this bitch down. Like, in other words, then we'd be wrestling. Like, I'd be tossing her around a little bit. Like, again,
you'd have to be a big chick like Gabby Garcia, that fucking MMA bitch that we looked at.
But I would still try to give her a match. I'm telling you, I just wouldn't sit there and let her. Yeah, I'm not going to lay down like no
masculinity.
She did this thing. It was something that she liked to do where she could pick up her husband. Her husband was huge. And she was like 5'3" and 100-something pounds, but all muscle, and she could pick him up.
Yeah.
It was wild.
You ever seen them scissor vixen videos, John, where those big, thick-thighed bitches put a dude's head, like they can crack watermelons and shit. Their legs are so big and muscly, and they just get these
and they're on steroids, too.
They get their dude's head right in there, and they squeeze them till their fucking faces turn purple, and they're like, yeah, you like that, you little bitch? And like spit on them and stuff.
Yeah, that's it. That's a schmo. That's what the dude would be called.
Harry says John would show up in a sumo diaper.
Hell yeah. That'd be cool.
Throw salt around the room and just like stand there and stomp like this.
Oh,
and
this just gets you in that.
Squat down.
Adam's on to something here. Like, if we wanted to do this as a bit for the show, why don't we just like go find a homeless chick?
She's going to have to be big for John. That's the problem, because he's got some size. I'm not even calling him fat. He's a big dude.
Also,
so
my lovely girlfriend wants to point out that she's 6 foot and will fight you, John.
Holy
she's
shit.
6 foot tall. She doesn't look. She's 6 foot tall.
She's 6 foot tall. Yeah.
Damn.
Holy mackerel! You know what? I might have to teach her a lesson.
Yeah,
I like that. Ooh, I'm getting cuckolded.
You the fuck out.
What the hell?
I know everybody. Listen, I'm old and I'm slow and all that stuff, but I still got game.
True.
I'm sure. All right. Okay. Ariana, I'm telling you right now.
Who are you talking
Who
to?
is Ariana?
What the fuck are you talking to, John?
Ariola, I want you to know
You're
right
going to have
now.
to just call her that
your
from here on out. It's meta.
He said, if you want to
Ariel.
step up on Sunday, brother, you meet me in Hackensack, New Jersey,
Hell
and I'll
yeah.
shows you a thing or two, you big bitch.
Yeah, talk some shit.
Yeah.
Fuck yeah.
Sunday.
I want you and Doug, John, in sumo suits and just you guys.
Doug's lost a lot of weight. He's not fat anymore.
Yeah.
Well,
Yeah, he's lost a lot of weight.
he lost all that weight, and we're just going to put a fat suit on him.
Yeah. Listen, I dated a tall. She wasn't 6 foot. She was like 5'10", and she was kind of muscular. And one day she said she made this kind of stupid statement that she could wrestle me and take. It took 2 seconds.
Sure.
I had her pinned on the ground. It wasn't even a match.
Yeah, me and Ariana have done the same thing.
All you got to do is remind them, John, that like you got to body check your chick every once in a while. Yeah, you make sure and catch them, but like in the kitchen, you wait till they're coming at you, and then you act like you don't see them and fucking walk into them a little bit so they feel your power.
Body check him.
Yeah, Like Edward with the old people, like you just kind of catch them off guard where you go like, oh yeah, that's right. I outweigh you by at least 85 pounds. Like I could fuck you up if I needed to.
I didn't hurt her. I mean, it was consensual. In other words, I said, okay, come on at me. Take me down. Go ahead. And she came running in. I stepped behind her, picked her up, laid her on the ground, cradled her down on the ground like a little baby and put her to sleep.
Shit.
Still talking about my girlfriend.
Maybe I am. Listen, I'm probably old enough to be your father, to be quite honest with you.
Grandfather. No, go ahead, grandpa.
Keep going.
No, not grandfather.
Great grandfather.
Well, maybe,
I'm handicapped.
maybe.
I'll hit a bitch with a fold-up chair if she tries to wrestle me. Like, I'm not playing that shit. I got no time for nonsense. I'll just fold it up and crack you right in your goddamn face like Stone Cold Steve Austin.
Beat the shit out of her.
Plang. Anybody. Any of you bitches want to come try to get a piece, I will break one off in your forehead. We've
all been watching Andrew Tate clips.
Yeah.
All right. Well, speaking about jealousy,
fucking John.
Yeah.
How jealous are your women?
Oh,
not.
I don't do anything for jealousy, but my wife is definitely like a person who don't play that shit. So I know better.
Yeah.
She'll kill me and you. That's what I would tell the bitch if she tried to come into my DMs. I'd be like, listen, bitch.
Dave says the only game that John has is a side of moose with barbecue sauce.
Zing.
That was pretty good, Dave.
Let me ask you a question. Was moose spelled correctly? I don't think it was. Anyhow. All right. So the reason I say that is so romantic. So here's this lady. She's a model. And what she does is she sniffs her husband's dirty underwear to make sure he's not cheating. Now, yeah. And I'll tell you, these Latina women, they're a little crazy. She's a Guatemalan model businesswoman, Kimberly Flores, and she allegedly devised the unusual way of telling if her husband's been cheating. She smells his dirty briefs to sniff out any potential love rivals.
There's a rap song called "Smell Your Dick." John, you ever heard of it?
No.
Smell your dick.
Was that Josh or Edward? Who was that?
Me.
Of course you know it. It's a beautiful song about let me smell your dick. It's great. These bitches have been conniving.
All right. She checks his credit card's expenses, the calls at midnight, and she even smells his underpants. She even checks out the likes on Instagram. Like if some rando shows up on his Instagram and then likes his pit photo or something.
You know what? I'm going to use this from now on. If my wife ever catches me smelling her underwear, I'm going to be like, I was just making sure you weren't cheating. She's like, why are you jerking off? And I'm like, I don't know.
I mean, I was just doing this is a time management.
I was trying to mark my territory.
If my girlfriend was doing this, I'd just start shitting my pants every day.
Yeah. That's funny.
I'll show you.
Yeah. She,
Gotcha.
Her husband of 3 years, Mexican singer Edwin Luna.
Hey.
There you go. He has 306 million Instagram followers. Man, I tell you what.
Oh, this person, look at that. Parallel thinking. The shitting pants thing.
Mm-hmm. I mean, do you think she really, I guess anybody can be cheated on or something like that, but.
It's always something better, right?
The thing is, if you got to worry about your man, and then why bother? To be
it's
quite
exhausting, dude. Ron Wyatt made a point to me I used to be a cheater. And I gave that shit up when I got married because the great Ron White told me in a stand-up specifically, spoke to me, and he said, if you only fuck your wife, you can't get caught. And I was like, that's a good fucking point. I just never did it again. It's so much energy, and dude.
You got to remember shit. It's ridiculous.
Ugh. It's a young man's game.
See, I have a good girl. She says at that point she's asking for it.
Rodney Dangerfield said 3 minutes of pleasure isn't worth 3 hours of bullshit.
I can't make the whole trip. So, hey, listen, Edward. I mean, a girl's going to blow you while you're watching VR porn. I mean, that's a keeper right there. I'm going to say.
Pretty much, yeah.
Agreed.
Ariana Grande.
Yeah, keep her locked in your basement.
All right. So there we go. All right. So that's it. That's the show. So anyhow, I'm going to go around the room and we can give our shout outs or we can that kind of stuff. To the podcast we are on. Go ahead. Edward, why don't you start?
My name is Cracker Edward, and I host the Am I Canceled podcast.
With Ariana.
And on Twitter, it's at Deadward _ DEDWURD _
Jodie.
Google search Po Boys Podcast, at Po Boy Pod on Twitter. And yeah, I'm all over the place. Google search Jodie B and podcast. That's a fun one to do because I probably have more guest appearances on shows than I do actual episodes of my show.
I looked you up when I was going on to your show, and you have a shit ton.
If you like what you hear, there's always a place to find anything and everything I do, and that's the Po' Boys podcast feed. You can get it through all your players. Look it up.
Mm-hmm. All right, Josh.
Yeah, you can find me on Beelzebuds and Goofballs.
Goofballs. I couldn't think of the other podcast, and then I had to find Beelzebubs. And you can. Here's another thing, Josh. You go to look up your show with a Google search, you can't even find it.
Solo screen.
Yeah, it's ridiculous. All right, and I do the Brand X podcast, which we're going to record tomorrow night. And
do you also do the? Do you do another podcast?
Yeah, the Boomer Bunker. I was getting ready to do that before I was so rudely interrupted by you, cracker. All right, and we live stream Thursday nights at 9:00 Eastern time on Twitch, YouTube, Facebook, Grindr.
And of course, Facebook is the most popular one.
No one goes to Facebook. I don't even go to Facebook. So anyhow. All right, everybody. Right now, we are going to go on and we're going to do fuck arounds and find out. Oh, yeah, do a KKK drop.
See, I belong to a certain secret society. I don't believe I gotta mention its name, you know. These boys is not white. These boys is not white. Hell, they ain't even old-timey.
I love that movie. It's one of my favorite movies of all time.
Seriously, so good.
We've had our share of laughter, disappointment, and disaster. Knowing if John Police pricked this week and seeing Jodie wear Hawaiian clothes with a geek and die. And Edward, of course, and John. For giving us your trust, and now give us your money. Give us your money. Give us your money. I lost my southern accent. Give us your money. Give us your money.
All right, so Jodie needs about 6 minutes, so we figured we would just come in here and fuck around.
6 minutes to paradise. Is that how it goes?
Right, before we start the show. Hey, so what were you saying? You started to say something, you were playing music, and then what was that about? Edward. Cracker. The fuck did he said, I want to see, he had the music, and then he was going to start singing something, and then we went live, and he looks like I don't know. He looks like he's ready to run a Ku Klux Klan.
What the fuck?
Like he's going to Cracker Barrel.
Are you telling me to play the song? Is that what you're trying to tell me right now?
Play the song and do the singing that you said you were going to do. Do your
I didn't say I was going to sing.
Monkey.
Dance.
I already sang in the song, though. This is the latest Carrot song, you guys. Go look at, Go look at Tom Ado on, whatever. This is a great way to start.
Oh, darling, my love, prove me wrong, don't hurt me, turtle dove. It won't be long till we're handed stem. Forget about them.
I would go out there and I'd start sucking any cock I found.
I'd be remiss if I didn't get your name. Oh, shame, my love, my darling, my orange starling. I want you, I need you.
everybody right there.
So,
It was sounded good, and all of a sudden, I don't know what happened. Your finger got stuck.
hey, that's like a 16 bar. Like it's pretty elongated. I think it's mostly solo that song.
I gotta tell you, I am really, really impressed with Edward, his musical abilities. I'm serious. I'm serious. I'm really, really impressed with this. As we wait for Jodie to pop on before we start the show, I think we have an excellent
As we wait for Jodie to pop on, we're gonna pop off. Let's go, Rubberneck.
off.
Fuck yeah! Let's fucking do this.
You know what? We could always do what's the karaoke version of what did I just say? Here we go.
The hat.
Harsway is noticing the Cracker Barrel hat.
Yeah.
Okay.
The awesome Cracker Barrel hat.
Can I tell the story of how I got this hat real quick?
Sure.
Yes.
Okay.
Jody.
So, should I be recording when I jump in? Yeah, Jody.
Can I get a hell yeah?
Hell yeah.
Fuck yeah.
So the way I got this hat is I entered a contest, and it was called the Cracker Barrel Full of Laughs competition. And I did my stand-up routine, and I got first place. And the first prize was this hat.
Did you really?
No, John.
I was like, John, I mean, it's really cool that you're going with this, but hell yeah. You're so sweet sometimes.
Did you actually do
stupid face?
Did you actually do stand-up?
No.
Oh, I was really going to get. I almost had a man crush on you. I know.
Yeah.
You want to do a little karaoke while we wait? Come on.
Oh,
Here we
no.
go.
Here we go.
Let's all get in.
There's three of us here.
There's a delay.
What? How bad can it be?
Oh God, bad.
What happened? How come I can't hear it now?
Oh,
Oh my God!
Here it comes. Here it comes. Here it comes.
In constant sorrow all through his days.
I am a man of constant sorrow. I've seen trouble all my days. I bid farewell to old Kentucky, the place where I was born and raised. Everybody.
The place where he's born and raised.
For 6 long years I've been in trouble. No pleasure here on earth I found. For in this world I'm bound to ramble. I have no friends to help me now.
He has no friends to help him now.
It's farewell thee have, I owe true lover. I never expect to see you again. For I'm bound to ride that northern railroad. Perhaps I'll die upon this train.
He'll die upon this train.
You can bury me in some deep valley for many years where I may lay. But you knew the song was this long, did you? And you may learn to love another while I'm sleeping in my grave.
While he is sleeping in his grave.
All right.
Thank you, everybody. No, do a fade out. God damn it. Why are you just going to abruptly... Are we done with this bit?
It's so funny. Everyone's so mad.
What are they mad about?
You guys, we're waiting for Jodie to get here
Waiting for
before we
Jodie. I'm
officially
trying to-
start. What's wrong with you
Bitches,
guys?
I'm trying to
Lisa says-
entertain you.
John, mail me a rope stack.
Who wants a rope?
Lisa.
Oh,
Lisa in chat would like a rope.
no problem.
You need to do a higher pitch song, John.
What's that?
You You need to do a higher pitch song.
Oh my God, I don't think I could do it.
Hold on.
Here we go. I got one fan. I love it. I want more Jamingo karaoke.
Oh my goodness.
All right, hang on. What just happened here? Here he is.
Can you hear me?
All right. Yeah, we got it.
Yes.
All right.
Okay,
now
cool.
We're doing some karaoke.
I heard. That was pretty good, John. You surprised me.
Hey.
I don't know, fucking around. Just fucking around,
Pretty
finding out.
Wait, Jodie's here.
Woo!
You see this shit on me?
Oh, my
This-
God.
That's not cum. That's drywall on my arms.
Okay.
And back.
All right. All right.
Wait, can we do one more?
Yeah, I want to play. What the fuck?
Come on.
Jodie, do you want to sing "Problem" by Ariana Grande?
I don't even know the
man.
words to
I
it.
don't know this either.
I don't know this one either.
Oh, I know this song.
Come on, guys.
I've heard this at Kohl's.
We're not doing this.
What?
All right, let's go.
No, I got this. Head on my cloud, got a head on the shoulders.
Hell yeah.
Yeah. One more problem without you. I got one less, one less.
You know, the funny thing is, I don't know. Can I leave that in? Can I leave the karaoke in when we put the regular podcast out, or I just cut all that shit out?
It was a long time.
Just cut it.
I'm
Cut
sorry,
that shit.
guys. I was
the
trying.
official.
No, you're good, Jody.
It's not the official start of the podcast. So
No,
you
it's
can
not
cut
the
that shit right out of the audio.
I can.
Ari Shafir for president.
Yeah.
Alrighty.
It's election
Brian.
season.
Jokes inappropriate. Too soon.
Got it. All right,
let's go.
All right. Why don't we do this? Let's start the show. Here we go.